Welcome to another episode of Backtest Fridays. This is episode 10. Damn, can't believe it's 10 episodes already. It feels like yesterday I started this. But welcome to episode 10. Alright, first I want to get it started by advertising a mini course that I have ongoing right now. I have 12 spaces left. It's $125, and if you really like the content that I put out, trust me, yo, this 4 hours of pure sauce I'll drop in this video. Well, if you join the mini course, yeah. Alright, so we're going to start back to start this with looking at last week's episode because I made a very important point in it. Also, big up for the views and the likes, like, subscribe, don't know the whole of that.
To consideration as it relates to UCAD. And the first one is this big run up right here. So started right here, so ended right there. Let me make sure you guys can see this line. This big run up. I'm gonna get it bolder. Tick. Yeah, this big run up that happened right here. So this is an impulse move. We always have to take into consideration impulse moves because impulse shows demand, and wherever demand is, investors will buy. So
all right, that point, very important point. Never forget that. All right, so this week with UCAD, this is the impulse that we spoke about last week, right? Impulse from point A shoot up to point B. Same situation happened this week. You had a big impulse from right here, leaving a zone. This zone ended up showing demand. Investors capitalized on demand. Price came within this region. You had a low time frame transition. Like, come on, if you're watching Backtest Fridays episodes, you should fully be knowing what to look for, right? You had a transition, and then price shoot to the upside. Right? That's the first trade we could have capitalized on this week, apart from the sells that we spoke about in the ending of last week's video. Right? So you'd be able to capitalize on these buys, get up to your take profit, probably 60 something pips, and you'll also be able to capitalize on these sells as this is a level of resistance. And I told you guys last week that CAD is basically just consolidating, right? It's just rejecting certain regions. Let's put this as chill, right? So sellers been looking to take the market short from right here, right here, right here. Buyers are looking to take the market long from this region, right? So this is just how consolidation starts. Like, anything can happen now. The price can just start bouncing up and down between this box, which is what CAD is generally famous for, because consolidation right there. Consolidation right there. CAD is always having some form of trend line, consolidation, or channel. That's just CAD. CAD is always famous for that. Trend lines, channels. Yeah, it's always doing something of that sort. Alright, so that's pretty much it for UCAD. Euro US dollar, for the most part of the week, we continued falling, and then throughout the middle of the week, we found a little consolidation range. Not just consolidating, but also with sellers looking for the market to go short from this region. Aiming to the downside, shooting to the downside. Yeah. Right? Now relating to the buy that happened at the end of the week, this buy was so explosive, yo. Trump literally said something like he's telling all the US companies to leave China. Like, that's crazy. But in essence, remember, I spoke about it at the ending. I spoke about it when I broke down Euro's video. Euro USD in the video last week. Daily demand. Price literally just exploded from daily demand. Like, I think I remember saying it or saying something of that sort in the last video, or putting like some line on my charts. Yeah, there it is.
And all along this region, investors may definitely take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, classic. Investors took advantage of the opportunity. See me, you have to foresee the markets. You can't just be blind within it. You have to try to take a scope of where and what opportunities, what direction is available for you to take the market in. And like the level that I've reached in trading right now is like which is another reason why I only have one color candles. It's like you see much more when you understand the true direction and the true forces within the market, right? Like, it's crazy, yo, guys. It's crazy. Big up to Duran for giving me some of his sauce to help me get to this area also. See me, CFX style. All right. AUD/USD. Now, AUD/USD has literally been moving sideways. Remember, most of these US dollar pairs, they correlate with each other. So if the DXY is moving sideways, then the other currency pairs within the mix will be moving sideways. In odd video last week, I did break down the buy and I spoke about a sell from this region. That sell would still have been in effect right now because odd did not break any of this level of excess supply along here. Let's put this as sell. Not really good with using this trackpad. Alright, so let's clean this up. Too much noise. Let's break down the simplest thing that we need to see right here. Simplest information that we need right here, that was this level was our resistance and we had some form of trend line within the mix. We had a break of the trend line, retest of the level of resistance, price starting to fall. We also had this floor right here, which is another level of support, which was broken, acting as resistance. And like right now, I'm favoring odd to push to the downside to complete this move. All right. GBP JPY, I said it in the last video, I am not interested in any form of GBP JPY buys, but the buys were quite simple as we did have a trend line in effect. So we had a point. Let's fix this. Accuracy is very important in trading, guys. Accuracy is very, very important in trading. Let's fix up this trend line. Point A, point B, point C, point D. All right. So throughout the week, as I said in the last video, I'm not interested in any form of GBP JPY buys, but GBP JPY did have a trend line being maintained right here. A point A, a point B, a point C, a point D. It rejected at the point D to give you a nice bullish push up. Like if you're taking advantage of this trend line, you don't know what have a low time frame entries, you're just looking for the market to give you indications that it is going long. Cool. So we had a rejection of this region, push up into the sky, but let me tell you, I always say this: don't be fooled by GBP buys, right? Always remember this. In order for somebody to sell a large sum of money, you have to have buyers in the mix to accept those sell orders. That's the most important concept in trading. You need to always wrap your head around that concept. Like, that's the holy grail of trading right there. Anything else is not really important. But look at this. This happened on the 2nd of January 2019. Look at this line. Look at that. Pass supports. Future resistance. That's the exact line to the T. Right? What goes up must come down. And yo, break and retest of past support acting as future resistance on the daily. We'll probably see GBP reach back to some crazy levels, like way down near the 124 region from when's this? From 2016. Nice break and retest, continue pushing to the downside. That's why I said I was never interested in any form of buys from GBP. The best trades on GBPs are sells. Like, their economy is too much in a bad position for people, for investors, for the smart money to be even looking to take that long. Like, no way. Same thing with GBP USD. We had the trend line point A, point B, point C, point D, exploded out of that region. It had a nice little break and retest of some little past support. Past resistance acting as support right here, where you could have get some form of entries off of. But as I said, I'm not interested in any form of buys. Euro GBP. It's funny that this is actually on here because I really don't trade this pair. But somebody asked me to break it down last week, and while I was flipping through my list, I saw some nice entry opportunities. I think we ended the week. Let's check the dates. Give me a second. Let me check the dates of when this week started. Checking it on my phone. This week started on the 18th. So the 18th was somewhere along this region, LV. Alright, so past support, future resistance. You had a double top right here, and then you had another double top right here, and then you have another past support acting as future resistance rejection right here. Like, this one probably not push so much to the downside. It has to really close below here, but other than that, then that's perfect. So gold, I mentioned it in the last video also. Gold only bullish, nothing but bullish, nothing but bullish. Like, we can flip over to the last video and like show you. Remember this line right here?
I'm not interested in taking any forms of sales that it relates to gold. And yo,
like period. Like that line, same line, rejected it, shot to the sky. The best trade of this week was actually GBP AUD. Though, look at my madness right here. I was just drawing up some market movement, but the same situation as US dollar CAD, right? We had a big impulse push up, more orders were filled, and then we rocketed out of this region for more than 300 pips. All right, so use these two videos. Use episode 9 right here and this current video that I'm recording right now, and look through every single statement that I've made in those two videos, and trust me, your trading will come to a different level. Like, and trust me, this is just the free stuff, guys. Like, when I drop my main online course, it's gonna be crazy. But don't know, big up on yourself is a quick video. It's basically a follow-up from last week. And yeah, you don't know, you can run in on the mini course that I'm going to have. It's gonna be lit, it's gonna be awesome. It's going to be 4 hours of non-stop content, like some of the very simple things that we're overlooking trading that doesn't allow us to get to that level that we want to be. Anyways, big up on yourself. Hope you have a good week.